course, you understand employer support of the Guard and Reserve, which is volunteer, not a pay, which is easy to do now with Zoom. We don't travel anyplace, so. But
Right.
it's not the same. I'd rather be there in person with you, shake your hand, and taking this as Brittany. There we go. That's Brittany. Hello. How are you? And thank you for serving in the Minnesota National Guard. A little prejudice, but that's okay. The Guard, and we love them all.
We're good neighbors.
Right.
We're good neighbors.
So it was just a great time to do this, and thank you for submitting the award for Jim. We're doing the service as a Patriot Award today, and it's an award that reflects the efforts made by supports of citizens and companies like you through supporting our service member through many ranges, and it's mentioned in her write-up too, that including flexibility of schedules, time off prior to and after deployment, caring for families, and granting leaves of absence if needed. And with the Guard, the way it's been going lately, it sure happens so many times that they get called up for giving shots, making our arms sore, and helping us to get well and get past this COVID system. So we do appreciate that. Like it says, we all serve, and we definitely do, whether it's you, Jim, and your employer, or all of us, and Dave and the rest of us in the service, veterans, and the active reserve and Guard members. The award today is the Patriot Award, and it's just the one. It's always fun to do because it shows an honor that the employer is saying thank you, thank you, thank you to the employer. Service member is saying thank you to the employer, and it's, so many times we go by that we don't say thank you to the employers, and without the employers, the Guard would be hurting because they got to work hand in hand, and it's been proven many times. And in North Dakota, it's, we have so few problems, and it's been a thrill to work with this program. But the Patriot Award it's from the Office of Secretary of Defense to the employer support of the Guard and Reserve, recognizes Jim Schaffbauer, United States Union, Patriot Employer, and it can't be presented to one of the finer people that I know. And I've mentioned it some before we came on, but you've not only support the military this way, but it seems like every Veterans Day, you show up with some award or presentation to the American Legion Color Guard, our Color Guard, and we do appreciate. And I try to think of that when I'm standing out there. My hands are cold and cold. However, we do get honored once in a while, and but it's just a great honor to present this to you. Brittany, she did a write-up for you, and you also get a little pin to put on your shirt today and prove everybody that comes in the store there that you are a Patriot employer, and we appreciate all that you do. Brittany, in her write-up, said that, it's amazing that here she talked to you, Jim, prior to even going working for you, and before she was even thinking going back in the Guard, and you were very supportive that she'd do this. When she was at training, she got the word that you had posted the position, and thankfully it was still there when she came home, and was able to apply for it, and you hired her. Your company makes up the difference between her drill and usual pay if I get paid less. And that's one of the things ESGR really looks at a company, if they take care of their service members that way.
I was fortunate, Dave, and I was fortunate enough to work for a company that did the same thing. That means a lot. I mean, that pretty much, when you think about that, that's certainly going to be a deterrent for somebody, staying in the Guard and Reserve if they're going to get a cut in pay when they go and do that. So,
Yeah, so much. And it's always such an appreciated thing when you do that. And for you, the feeling for you and the service member.
Yep.
It's nice that you accommodate and celebrate the serving of the Minnesota Army National Guard and veterans, I'm sure, each year through your company. I just can't say enough about you and your company, knowing your company, but you personally, and Brittany, you got a great employer, one of the outstanding ones, I tell you.
It's not just me, Dave. This is the whole team in here. I'm going to just turn the camera real quick so that everybody can wave and say hi.
Hey, hi.
Oh.
You're all down on 10th Street?
Yes, we are. We're here at Main Branch today for a management meeting, and so this was kind of timely and worked out great for everybody.
Okay, well, thank you to everybody, because it is a group effort, because once Brittany leaves, somebody has to fill in. So thank you to the rest of you.
Yes, we do, right?
Brittany, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks again, Jim, and everyone here for celebrating my service in the Minnesota National Guard. It means a lot.
Well, thank you for your
Thank you.
service.
Thank you so much for your service.
Yeah.
This time of the year, this period with this COVID thing, there's been so many Guard members called up so many different times, and some are, I think of the guys that are service members that are in Washington, D.C., standing around the Capitol now for the next month and a half. Not really planned, but there it is, and government said come, away they went. So.
Yep.
Yeah, after I submitted the nomination, I was activated for like 2 months due to COVID. So I just got back. This is like, my second week back here? Yeah. So.
Okay, well, I hope the rest train you in again. So and, it's one happy group then that you just came back, and that's
Yes, we
great
are.
for you. That's great. And now we have one other award, not award, but it's called a statement of support for the Guard and Reserve. And it really says that you recognize what we do, and you recognize and honor and comply with the USERA law. You're hopefully aware of this USERA law. It's what protects our military and employers. And we provide your managers and supervisors with the tools they need to effectively manage employees who serve in the Guard and Reserve. Appreciate the values, leadership, and unique skills service members bring to the workforce, and will encourage opportunities to hire guardsmen, reservists, and veterans. And will continue to recognize, support our country's service members and their families in peace, crisis, and war. And I'm not sure, tell me, was there a frame with this?
Yes, I got them all framed and signed already.
Okay, great. I was going to say, if you don't have a frame, let me know and I'll come bring it down.
Oh,
Great,
we got them all framed and signed already.
great. And
Thanks, Janet, for getting those out to us. That was great.
And we just ask that you post it so that people see that when they come in the store there. So, and it's again, just a great time today. I look forward to this one because I personally knew you, and that made it even better. But
Yep.
I am served right now as the associate chair of the Fargo Committee, along with the vice chair for the state of North Dakota. And Delton Steele is our state chair. He lives in Minnesota. That's okay. Someday when he doesn't have to wear a mask and he can travel, he's going to come to Fargo and be with us. So And Delton, you want to say a few words?
Sure, I'd be glad to. And thanks, Dave, and Jeanette for getting this all arranged. And Jim, thank you for you and what United Savings Credit Union does to support service members and veterans. And Brittany, thanks for the nice write-up for Jim. And I know as you've mentioned, you're just work for a great organization and very supportive, and your team members fill in for you when you're gone. But, you know, just if I could indulge just a couple minutes, just so, since I've got a captive audience in your room there today, you know, it's the ESGR, Employer Support of the Guard and Reserve, goes way back to 1972. So we've been around a while, and we have over 3,000 volunteers nationwide, and in the state of North Dakota, we have 60 volunteers throughout the state that get the fun duty of recognizing outstanding support for service members, for businesses that support their service members, whether it's the Air Guard, the Navy Reserves, Army Marines, whatever it is. You know, we have, as Dave mentioned, we live in a very patriotic state, and very few issues with employers. They get it, very supportive. They like to hire military service members, either retired from active duty or Guard, or ones that are service members still serving in the Guard and Reserve. And obviously they get great employees with all of that training. And you know, it is special for me too. Jim, we've met before. The reason I live in Minnesota, I grew up in North Dakota. I lived in North Dakota all my life. And I'm in my second 3-year term as the state chair for employer support of the Guard and Reserve. But I retired back at the end of 2019. And we had an apartment for the last few years in Fargo. And but I worked for US Bank for 40 years and decided to retire at the end of 2019. We had a lake home. We knew when I retired, this is going to be my permanent home. So my heart is still in North Dakota. And I look forward to whenever I get back. All of my family's pretty much there, except my kids that all live in Minnesota now. But my sister and brothers, her family, my wife's family, all in North Dakota. And but ESGR, the national headquarters, allowed me to, even though I'm only 80 miles away into Minnesota, they allowed me to stay on as the state chair, being I grew up in the state and worked all my life and grew up in North Dakota. So I'm more connected to North Dakota than I am by a long shot to Minnesota at this point. And but it's great to be a part of this celebration today of your service, Jim, and support of Brittany and service members, and a great job all you folks are doing. And I think one of the things, Dave, I mean, we can talk to Jim since you've got a good relationship there. And, you know, when we get these Patriot Awards, we like to see if we can take it even to a higher award, maybe an above and beyond award, or work with the company to develop into potentially a Freedom Award nomination, which is the big award for any company recognized by the Department of Defense. And we in ESGR, we don't ever say it enough, but we are part of the Department of Defense. That's why I'm always proud to wear this shirt, this emblem of the Department of Defense. But we are volunteers for the Department of Defense, and that's where we take our orders from. And we're a volunteer agency. So Jeanette's my only paid person out in Frayne Barracks and Bismarck, but the rest of the 60 plus of us in the state of North Dakota are all volunteers. Do this because we love supporting service members and the businesses that take care of those service members. So it's an honor for me, Jim and Brittany, to be on the phone with you and your team today. And I wish you all the best. And yeah, we're always looking for volunteers as well. If you ever have anybody looking for a volunteer opportunity there in Fargo or your markets, Dave there, yeah, as you mentioned, he is my state vice chair, but he's also the chair of the Fargo region, which is one of our more active regions. And I'm sure he'd love to talk to anybody that's interested. But thanks for letting me have a couple moments of your time and talking about ESGR. And Dave, great job. Brittany, thanks again. And Jim, congratulations to you on being recognized today. It's an honor.
Thank you, Dalton. Paul, come on with it. You got any words?
Well, yes, from the heart, I cherish the opportunity every single time to participate with award presentation ceremonies. And like this one today, a Patriot Award, it means a lot to me, no matter how far away I may be at this time. They mean a lot to me. It makes my heart swell as an American, and to see Americans like Jim and Brittany and company share in this moment. So thank you, Jim, Brittany. May God bless America and God bless our service members.
I think it's not me.
Thank you.
Chair. No. Dave Rice.
Yeah,
Good friend.
I'd like to tell my good friend Jim Schaefbauer, congratulations. I think it's a very well-deserved award. You are a great shipmate in the Navy Reserve. You are a great American. And I also want to thank you for being an honor flight donor. You know, you probably do more for our troops and our veterans than any of us know. So again, congratulations on this award. Well deserved.
Thanks, Dave.
You.
I had a great teacher, Dave.
We both did. We both did.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
days I'd never thought I'd get by out there, but
No, Dave kept me in the straight and narrow.
Oh.
We did tip him back a few times, but that's all right.
got to do that. Any closing comments? Jim,
You know, I'm kind of humbled by this. You know, that my name's on the award, but really it is a team effort here. And United Savings has been so supportive of, you know, me as a person, not necessarily, I wasn't in the military here, but I'm sure they would have been. And so that I'm certainly proud to do it for others, military members such as Brittany. And it's just a great atmosphere, a great place to work here. And I love it. So
well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you for the honor, and thank you for the honor. It's what we do. I think, you know, maybe it's not, we might think it's just the right thing to do, but it's probably not as common as we'd like it to be, correct?
It's true.
So
Yep.
we'll just keep doing what we can.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Congratulations to you, and Brittany, thank you for your service. Many more years. I had 28 years total, so keep going.
Yeah, she just re-upped for 6.
Yeah, I just signed 6 more away.
She
so we have 14.
just signed up for 6.
Here we go. There you go.
It's her birthday today too, by the way.
Oh,
so-
wow.
Okay, everybody together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brittany. Happy
Thank you.
birthday to you. And Jim's got the cake in the back.
Yeah, sorry, Jim forgot about that. So
I think that's a first for us, Dave. I don't think we've ever had a Patriot Award on anybody's birthday before in the three years that I've been chair anyway, or 4 years. So that's a first.
And I'm sitting here in my basement. I can sing no matter what.
Yeah.
How about Jeanette and
Shirley, we got Shirley there too. Yeah.
her ghost? Jeanette, just thank you for all that you do and getting all these awards out. And I got another one coming up later this month. It's got 4 Patriot Awards in one place. So
Yeah, sure. You're welcome. Jim and Brittany, I just asked that you take some pictures and email them to me so we can put them on Facebook. So we'd appreciate that.
Yep.
we'll get that taken care of.
okay,
Be awesome.
thank you all for being here. And I'm sure somebody has to get back to work.
Yeah,
Only 2 people, Jim and gang and
the
Jeanette.
rest of them here, they're a little camera shy, so.
One more shot. Show us.
Yeah.
I'll have to stop in. So is your office right there?
No, I'm down in our Amber Valley branch.
That's right.
So if you're familiar with one down, we're co-located with Dairy Queen, which is not necessarily the greatest thing when you think about it. But it's a good thing every once in a while. And then
It'll be
Casey's-
great in the summer, Jim.
Yeah, it's great in the summertime. Absolutely.
You could take Brittany down and show her your office.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Okay, I'll let you all go, get back to work. Thank you.
All right,
thanks again, guys.
See everybody.
We'll get those